What is up, everybody? Hey, it's your boy, Fun World Man. A lot of questions I've been getting, with, some of my friends and, just people that I know in general. Like, what is it like, you know, being autistic and taking care of an infant that is addicted to drugs? Let's just say this, it's sometimes it's not fun, sometimes it is fun. Right now, he's very, very quiet, being very good, looking like an old man. He's very fussy, I will tell you that, but he's my little guy. I can't be mad at him. Reason why it's dark, and the reason why I have it dark is because he does not like light in the slightest bit. If you have light on in the room that he is sleeping in, he will, if it's a dim light, he'll freak out, but the light in here is super, super bright. It's really bright, and his crib is right under that, because he's the weirdest child on the planet. I'm telling you right now, he's the weirdest child ever, but he's awesome. He's the weirdest child on the planet. He loves watching me play video games, and I don't know why. When he cries, he'll be like, wee, and I'll be like, I'm just trying to, kind of making fun of him, but not in a mean way, just kind of like, I just did that all of a sudden, and he stopped crying, and I'm like, what? I don't know if it's just like the tone of voice that I have, because people have to, God, dude, I always look so stupid in these videos. Like, seriously, like, one eye is always over here, and one eye is over here, looking straight at you. It's so weird. I always look like I got struck in the head, which I probably do have brain damage. See if I can correct it. I think it's like, I can't look at people in the eyes, and right now I'm not even looking at the camera, I'm looking at my reflection. So whenever I look at somebody in the eyes, this is what happens, and this is basically the reason why I don't like looking people in the eyes. That's another thing. It pisses me off more, and plus, people intimidate me, so, they don't intimidate me. It's more so, when I'm mad, I just really don't want to talk to people. Like, look at that. Like, when I'm up close, it looks all normal. I can't look at myself. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. Like, seriously, I can't even look at myself in the mirror because my eye will just literally go sideways. It'll drift off. It sucks. I don't get it. Like, when I look at my mom, or when I look at my grandma, and, like, when I look them in the eyes, I can look them in the eyes. But I can't even look myself in the eye. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, the question of, how does it feel being autistic and taking care of a drug addicted baby? probably not much different from a normal person. Autistic people are normal people. They just have developmental issues. It's more so the children with autism who actually have anger issues who would have a problem with it. I don't have anger issues. Okay, if you get to know me, like if you hang around me and all that type of stuff, you'll know. You'll know that I don't have the same issues that I used to have when I was younger. Like literally, I could see the freaking, I could see the kitchen with this eye. I always thought it was normal to see the kitchen with this eye, and I'm like, now I actually look at myself while I'm talking, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, that's not normal to see the kitchen and the dining room. Because you guys probably don't know the layout of my house. I am in the sunroom, which it's an add-on to the house. I have a kitchen and a sunroom, and in the sunroom, the pathway to the dining room isn't open, just completely open. There's no doors or nothing like that. The kitchen has a window, and it kind of like a serving window, kind of, if you want to think of it like that. Kind of like a serving window, like you would see at the Krusty Krab or something like that. And in fact, we actually played that joke a little bit when we first moved here. We would say like, "Oh, welcome to the Krusty Krab. Here's your food." Like that type of stuff. But it just confuses me now. Like now that I'm actually like talking to you guys and everything like that, I realize now it's not normal to see the kitchen and the dining room at the same time. Oh, and if you don't know, it's not one big opening. Like, alright, so say this is the wall. This is the wall on the other side of the sunroom. It's where the TV is, it's where my Xbox is, and everything like that. You go right here, there's where the opening starts. You go right here, and that's where the opening ends. From here, now we're starting new. From the opening, from here to here, there's a wall. Starting from the window. That's the window. And then there's a little bit of wall. So, it really is not normal for me to see. It just confuses me. And I'm sorry that I changed the subject so freaking fast, but yeah, so people's questions were, was it like taking care of an infant that's addicted to substances as an autistic child? Probably the same for anybody else. I mean, I can't speak for other autistic kids, Autism is a spectrum. Like, the reason why they call it autism spectrum disorder is because, it's not just because, like, this one type of autism. Every person with autism is a completely different person. Like, you'll find autistic people who are super, super smart, and then you'll find autistic people who are super, super dumb. You'll find autistic kids who are able to talk. You'll find autistic people who aren't. You'll find autistic people who are angry all the time, and you'll find some who aren't. That's the spectrum. You're not stupid if you're autistic. There are stupid autistic kids. I'm not gonna lie about that, because there are. I know some. I went to school with a couple. There are some autistic people that are stupid. I'm not one of those autistic people. I think raising this little guy is fun, actually. I mean, it's not like fun, but it's fun to the point where I do it without. Let's just say this. If it wasn't a situation where I had to, I'd still do it. That is going to be all for today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a comment down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure you like. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to try to get an Elgato soon, so hopefully I'll be able to make gaming content. That'll be pretty nice, right? I'm still confused about this freaking eye. I gotta get that checked out. Anyways, see y'all later. You guys have a fantastic day and a very fun time. Goodbye.